Have you ever wished for an undo button for a moment in your life? But what if a life without mistakes came at the cost of your memories? This is Emma. She's a quiet, thoughtful soul with a deep sense of compassion. She doesn't show much on the outside, but inside, her mind is constantly turning, questioning the world and the choices she makes. Emma works as a graphic designer, spending most of her time alone at her desk, carefully tweaking every detail on the screen in front of her. One day, light rain drizzles outside the window, streetlights flickering against Emma's computer screen as she types frantically. Her eyes are bloodshot, fingers aching as they fly across the keyboard, the deadline pressing down on her. Almost done, Emma whispers, then accidentally presses a wrong shortcut. The entire video file vanishes. She stares at the screen, frozen, hands stiff, as her boss yells through the headset, "Emma, what the hell just happened?" Emma doesn't respond, just quietly shuts off the monitor, unplugs the headset, and gathers her bag. On the late-night train home, Emma sits blankly, surrounded by cold light and steady raindrops. Her small apartment is as silent as ever, the only place left that still holds traces of her father. She drops her bag, eyes drifting toward the old wooden desk her dad once used, dusty but intact. On it sits an aged mechanical keyboard, keys worn down by time. With a strip of tape over Ctrl Z, Emma sits down in the creaky wooden chair, brushing the keys gently, as if touching a long-lost memory. "Dad used to work with this," she mutters hoarsely. Almost by instinct, her fingers press the familiar combination Ctrl Z. Suddenly, the lights flicker. She falls back slightly as the wall clock spins backward, sending her back to before the incident. A soft beep sounds, the computer screen turns on again, and the deleted video reappears. Emma gasps, sitting up straight. She checks the file, it's all there. "No way," she breathes, her hand trembling as it touches the keyboard again. The next morning, a co-worker greets her cheerfully. "Emma, your usual peppermint tea?" She forces a smile, her mind blank, unable to recall their name or the tea. Back at home, Emma presses Ctrl Z a few more times, fixing work mistakes, dodging awkward talks. Each time, it works, and each time, something disappears. One day, after a fight with her boyfriend, Emma presses Ctrl Z. The argument resets like it never happened. But right after that, she forgets he once brought her favorite burger on their first date. "Are you okay? Lately it feels like you're not really you anymore," he says, distant. Emma stays silent. She knows she's lost something, but she can't name it. She starts writing a journal, trying to capture each small memory before it fades. But the pages keep growing while her mind slips away like sand through fingers. One evening, Emma tries calling her father, still believing he's alive. A cold, automated voice replies, "Number not in service." She rummages through a memory box and finds a letter from her father, mentioning a chance to go back but with a cost. The final line is scribbled, "I pressed Ctrl Z to save your mother, but in the end, I forgot why I loved her." Emma drops the letter, her body trembling. Outside, the rain pours harder, like pain pounding at the window. She stares at herself in the mirror, dark circles under her eyes, cracked lips. Her apartment now feels unfamiliar, like she's living someone else's life. At a cafe, her boyfriend makes a decision. "We should break up. You're a stranger to me now." Emma tries to smile, but tears escape before she can speak. She runs home, turns on the computer, hand hovering over Ctrl Z, but hesitates. Just one more time, she thinks. Then her eyes land on an old photo of her parents. Her mother smiles brightly. Her father stands behind, with a hand on her shoulder, an untouched memory. Emma looks again at her father's letter. It now reads like a final warning. She bursts into tears, not from fear or regret, but for finally seeing the cost of perfection. She rises, unplugs the keyboard, fingertips numb from the cold plastic. Holding it high, she shuts her eyes, then smashes it to the floor. The cracking sound echoes like a broken clock. The screen goes black, lights flicker, then settle. Nothing can be undone now. Emma drops to the floor, her shoulders shaking in silence. A beam of light from the window falls onto the family photo. On the ground glass shattered, image intact. She picks it up, gently wiping the glass, her touch soft. No longer perfect, but it's real, she whispers. Emma hangs the photo back on the wall, uncropped, unedited, unfiltered. She opens the window, sunlight enters, the scent of rain still lingering. The old apartment feels alive again, not a shelter, but a beginning. On the desk, she places a cup of tea, organizes her papers, clears away the clutter like clearing her mind. And message pops up from an old co-worker, Emma. Are you okay? Still remember our hiking trip? I kept the photo. She doesn't remember, but she's not afraid anymore. She replies, I don't, but I'd love to hear you tell it. Outside, children laugh under the sun. Life echoes all around. Emma picks up a fresh notebook, not to recall what's gone, but to write what's next. First line, no one lives perfectly, but we can live truthfully. Emma begins to accept and embrace her own life, no matter what happens.
The rain keeps falling slow. Blue light flickers low. A hand lets go of time, chasing back one single line. No one lives perfectly. Mistakes make us breathe. If you erase the pain, will the joy still mean a thing? Let it break, let it be. This is how we learn to see. Undo after undo, memories fade from view. Every fix leaves a space where love once left a trace. A shattered screen, a quiet room, a photo still survives the gloom. Not flawless, but true. That's enough to